Just when you think you've seen it all.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not exactly sure how he's got that cup set in there. Is it just sitting in his underwear?
It's just sitting in his underwear.
That's not good. That is terrible. This could be a huge factor, folks. Especially if he gets kicked there.
Third round of the possible 5 here. Michael Bisping, the champ in black and gold. George St. Pierre in white.
Back on that high crotch. Bisping doing a great job of actually getting his hips, feet on the hips right away. Nope, he can't settle here.
Good elbows on the bottom from Bisping.
But he still can't settle on the bottom. It allows St. Pierre to not only control him, but to rest a little bit.
Right.
He's fighting in the positions that he's very comfortable.
Well, he had to be expected that the early shot from St. Pierre would be coming in round 3, unable to stop it.
Bisping is trying to set up an arm. He's trying to hold on to the right arm of George St. Pierre.
He's cut. St. Pierre's cut. Bad.
Those elbows from the bottom can be nasty. He's slicing with it. He's slicing across the face with those.
Bisping choosing to stay offensive off his back as opposed to trying to get out the mess for now.
Bisping has a really underrated defensive guard, and you're seeing that here. When George elevates, he puts his feet on the hips. When George is down, he locks him up in closed guard and hits him with elbows. George is not getting anything off. This has been worse for him on top than it has been for Bisping on the bottom.
Bisping is doing a good job of getting damage off.
Yeah,
and there just took a pretty good elbow from St. Pierre. But you can't be getting control, right? You cannot be on your back with the guy even landing strikes at all.
Right, but he does this trick where he throws a shot and then tries to step over the leg. He's gotten it off in the past on other fighters, but he's not getting it off on Bisping.
Bisping just slid him open really bad there.
Yep.
Posted off his forehead and then elbowed him. He just cut him real bad.
Yep, there's one on the nose and now a big one on the forehead.
But this has been way worse for George St. Pierre on top than it has been for Bisping on the bottom.
Now Bisping back to his feet. He's cut open. Yep.
And Bisping fresh as a daisy. Bouncing around as we approach the midpoint of round 3.
Contributor elbow.
For Bisping.
George's having a real hard time seeing. He keeps wiping his eyes. The blood is flowing into his eyes.
Overhand right by St. Pierre lands there.
Nice right hand for GSP. More often than not, at least over the last 10 minutes, he's been one and done.
You got 2 minutes into the run, and the elbows of Bisping have split St. Pierre open. Great combination by St. Pierre there.
And I'm wondering if Bisping can kick. There he goes. With that cup like barely hanging on some underwear. I mean, he's moving all over the place.
St. Pierre's really trying to time that right hand coming over the top of the Bisping jab. But he's loading up so bad that he's missing awkwardly.
90 seconds now to go in the round. St. Pierre going all out for the finish here.
George is looking into the tank. He understands that he could be gassed a little.
It's over.
It's over, Joe. It's over, Joe. It's over, Joe. It's over.
George St. Pierre has done it. He is the new UFC middleweight champion.
Wow.
Choked him unconscious. Bisping is still out.
What a fight. What a night. And George St. Pierre is a 2-division UFC is seemingly better than ever.
Michael's just starting to come to now. Unbelievable.
Bisping not the tapping type. George Rush St. Pierre, folks. Absolutely remarkable. 4 years out of the game, and he comes back, moves up a division, and wins a belt in a second division. This fight replay brought to you by Budweiser. This Bud's for you.
He really might be better.
The thought is scary.
That's crazy. Let's see it. Let's take a look at it again here. This is where he got cut. He got sliced with an elbow from the bottom. All sorts of adversity because of all that blood flowing into his eyes. And here's the punch. Bam! Perfectly placed left hook. Bisping's in all sorts of trouble, and George swarms on him. Let's see the finish. Let's see the rear naked choke.
Bro, Mike was so hurt that he was defending. Then George gave him a little bit of space, which gave Michael the illusion that he can get to his knees and get up. St. Pierre jumps on the back right away in the Texas rear choke. One punch, right arm slides underneath.
I mean, that is perfect.
Michael Bisping won't tap, but GSP puts him to sleep. There's no defense here. His left hand is behind his head.
Yeah.
There's no defense. You're supposed to attack the top hand. The top hand's hidden. That's the rear choke that you learn in jiu-jitsu when you just let your partner get it on you. There's no escape from that. And George St. Pierre, wow, what a performance. I don't know what to say.
George St. Pierre chokes Michael Bisping unconscious, his first finish since UFC 94, nearly a decade ago. And of course, one of the more interested observers, the UFC's interim middleweight champion, Robert Whittaker. And perhaps he's thinking, just maybe, might I get GSP in Perth? Just maybe. Well, George St. Pierre, the UFC middleweight champion of the world. The official decision is brought to you by Metro PCS, who brings you closer than ever to the UFC on a fast nationwide 4G LTE network. Nice embrace between the athletes there. Bruce Buffer now with that official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Big John McCarthy has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 23 seconds of round number 3, declaring the winner by submission due to a rear naked choke and undisputed UFC middleweight champion of the world, George Rush St. Pierre.
You're the best guy for me, man. I'm going to talk to both of you gentlemen, but first, George, first of all, congratulations. This is a crazy event. Leading up to this, it was so insane for you to be out for so many years and then challenge the middleweight champion, moving up a weight class. What was this all like for you?
Man, I don't have a word in my mouth right now. It's my dream come true, guys. Thank you for the support. Everybody here that came to support me and Michael. It's a great sport. Thank you. We'll make a living because of you guys. Thank you so much. My dream come true.
George, there were so many years out, but you came in and you looked very smooth and very relaxed. Was there anything that felt surprising to you?
Well, he hurt me very hard. You know, a few times I got stunned. I tried to hide it, but oh, man, I wouldn't like to do that fight again. Oh, so, sorry I don't want to swear on TV. Sorry for that.
George, it feels surreal to see you back in here again, and surreal to see you once again as a UFC champion, but now the middleweight champion, a 2-division champion. Are you going to maintain 185 pounds? Are you going to stay at 185, or are you going to continue fighting at welterweight?
Well, this is not really my real weight. You know, I did it for the challenge, and it was a time in my career I was too busy. The challenger were one after the other, and I was too small to go up. I was even small for welterweight. Now I'm still welterweight size, but I decided to take a shot because I put on some muscle mass. There's a point that it's too much, but now I'm at the point that is okay, you know.
Let's take a look at the big screen, George, and I want you to enjoy your handiwork.
Please, because I don't even remember it.
You caught him with a left hand. Let's take a look at it here. A perfect left hook here. And this is where you hurt him. That's when he dropped. What was going through your mind? Do you remember?
Yeah, I knew. I mean, I don't want to give away for Michael, but I studied a lot of Michael's tape. I knew he had problem with the shot coming to his right. So our plan was to fake him on his left side to attract his attention and to strike him on the right. That's what we did most of the fight.
And then you swarmed him on the ground, and you were trying to stop him with strikes, but then you gave him some space and you tried to get back up. You sunk the rear naked choke.
Yeah, it was a trick, you know. I kind of sometimes put trap. I have more experience. MMA sometimes before a few years ago, I was always trying to force things, and I think the best way in fighting is to set up some trap. So when your opponent step in, it's easier to get him. Sorry for the analogy, but that's how it is, you know.
Well, George, you said that you had improved when you came back. You showed it tonight.
Thank you. It's not about martial art. It's not about who got the biggest balls, so to speak. Sorry for my language. It's about technique, setting trap, and intelligence. And I was fighting a bigger man, and I was trying to prove it tonight to all my fans.
You were the greatest welterweight of all time. It's beautiful to see you back again. Congratulations on winning the UFC middleweight title.
Michael is, man, he's the toughest guy I've fought. This man is amazing. I'm a fighter, but I've been a fan of this man. He's a true example of hard work and perseverance in the sport. So Michael, man, all my respect to you, man.
George St. Pierre, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here with Michael Bisping. Michael, your thoughts on the fight?
Well, you got to give it up for George, guys. You know, congratulations. He was the better man tonight. New York, you know, I came out here, fight my ass off. I say a few things, just trying to be entertaining, trying to make you, fuck it, I'm trying to get through my day, doing my thing. But listen, George was the better man. Hell of a fucking squeeze he's got there, man. So, you know, give it up for George. Not a lot else to say. For everyone that supported me throughout my career, thank you so much. My wife and children, they're sat over there. If it weren't for them, I wouldn't be here right now. These guys behind me, Perillo, Brady, Raphael, Scott Prohaska, Dean Amasinga, everyone, the UFC, thank you all. You know, I'm not done. I know I spoke about retirement, but George was a better man tonight. You know, simple as that. No excuses. He beat me, he fucking choked me out. Congratulations.
You're one of the toughest guys in the game. There's no doubt whatsoever you will be back. Thank you very much, sir, for an excellent fight. Michael Bisping, ladies and gentlemen.
Both fighters just tripping with class at the end of an epic championship encounter tonight. Those post-fight interviews brought to you by Wish, the secret to affordable shopping. Daniel Cormier.